Friends, relatives, strangers, and enemies, welcome yet again to another enlightening and educational episode of the Texas Conservative Channel, where the midterm election is drawing near and where the Democrat Party screw-ups are being highlighted by all the news organizations, and they're being scrutinized as they should, and they're being scrutinized no more and in no better place than right here, where the scrutiny will continue, where I let no Democrat Party bullshit go unchecked and no Democrat Party bullshit unchallenged. Now, I'd like to talk tonight about the Barack Obama administration, national security, and Iran. And during the 70s, there was a radical Islamophobic takeover in Iran. The same people who flew the planes into the buildings, the same type of people, terrorists, gained control of the country of Iran and immediately implemented a policy of destruction toward Israel and toward the United States, since we were Israel's main ally. And through shipping arms through Syria, Iran and its proxy army, Hezbollah, has waged war on the Israelis and killed civilians throughout the years, throughout the decades. And Iran has also took every opportunity it could to kill American soldiers. IEDs in Iraq, IEDs in Afghanistan, and really played as much a part, if not more, than what the Taliban did in getting Barack Obama to withdraw the troops from both Iraq and Afghanistan. They're responsible for the deaths of American soldiers all over the globe. And they're the only nation that is hell-bent on using nuclear weapons. There's no question that if Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons, that they're on the verge of getting them. And there's no question that if they've already got them, they're waiting on the right opportunity for the Barack Obama administration to give to them so that they could have maximum success, maximum damage upon the Israelis and upon the Americans. Now, in knowing all this, I've got to point it out here on the Texas Conservative Channel. That's what I've got to do. And as it relates to the election that's fixing to take place in the United States, of course, in any election, national security is at play. Probably a lot more so in presidential elections, but just as importantly so in congressional elections, because the right Congress and the right Senate can put pressure on the president to do the right thing. Not that he would, but at least the pressure would be there. In considering all this, I asked the voters, my fellow citizens of these United States, free America, to keep freedom going. We got to realize that this is an important off-year election, as important as any in years past. And I've got to point out to my fellow voters how an absurdity exists. A Democrat Party national security absurdity. A person that loves America, that's not in the Democrat Party, would like to think that that's a surprise. But fellow citizens, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise that Iran, the country that is responsible for the deaths of so many American lives and continues to be so to this day, has somehow managed to net a seat at a negotiation table. Now, I knew Barack Obama wanted to reach out and try to offer an olive branch to Iran, but I didn't know that he was going to flat out kiss their ass. Now, this is unhealthy. This is detrimental to United States national security. So how in the hell is this happening? Quite simply, because of the Democrats. the Democrat Party is out to screw America. And I'm not going to let one day go by without pointing it out. It's evident. It's evident. Now Iran, a country that's already taken part in sending IEDs in Iraq and IEDs in Afghanistan, now is sitting at the table, at the negotiations, learning the top means and ways that the United States is going to pull out of Afghanistan. All the Iranians are going to do is run back and tell their military and their paramilitary groups, their Quds forces, who work with terrorists, and then they'll start sending. It'll be easier for them to send IEDs across the border now that they've been on negotiations. Folks, this is part of the national security weakness of the Democrat Party. This is why I'm here. There's no question that the Democrat Party is out to screw America economically and is out to hang America to dry in the national security arena. Barack Obama and the Democrats are incompetent as hell as national security. It's going to cause a war. This national security weakness, all it does is embolden Iran. They got us to pull out of Iraq with their IEDs. They got us to pull out of Afghanistan with their IEDs, and now they're sitting at the table threatening to blow up every country in the Middle Eastern region with nuclear weapons. And Barack Obama ain't doing nothing but saying that he wants to be friends with them. So what in the hell is going on? Something has gone astray in an American national security problem. Holbrooke and Obama and Hillary Clinton get F's in national security. I's for improvement needed. I's for improvement not possible. I'm convinced that the Democrats and Barack Obama, they're such national security screw-ups that improvement is not possible. All we could do is ride it out like it's a bad wave, folks. Pray for the next presidential election. Pray that Iran doesn't launch nuclear missiles in the Middle East. And because the United States doesn't have any missile defense in the Middle East. Some of the dumbest shit-making decisions, I cannot believe it. It should be fiction. It should be something that you should read in a storybook called The Fuck-Ups of the Democrats and Barack Obama, and it should be unreal. Unfortunately, the shit is real, and it's my duty to point this out to you, because during the course of leaving no stone unturned, during the course of leaving no Democrat Party bullshit unchallenged, I got to point this out. I got to point it out to my fellow citizens, and I got to point it out to my fellow voters, because, folks, this election is crucial. This election is vital. I know it's an off-year election, but get out and vote. Get out and vote against the Democrat Party, the party that's trying to destroy America, the party that's trying to destroy Nevada, the worst state off in America, and every other state in the union. You use Texas as a model. Texas, businesses are coming to Texas. There's a reason. Our taxes don't resemble those federal tax rates. So, Texas believes in strong national security, and we're going to vote on the basis of it. Coming up real quick. Now, you got to consider all this, folks. It's part of a larger picture. This Iran sitting at the table, puts American lives at risk. Folks, Barack Obama and the Democrats are failures, they're screw-ups, and we as voters should let them know that. On November 2nd, we should let them know that. On November 2nd, take your voter's registration card down to the voting booth and tell the Democrat Party to kiss your ass, because it's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come back right here where y'all can catch the next episode of the Texas Conservative Channel, where we'll talk about it some more. See you on the next episode.